Hello everyone, welcome to another ride with the Everyday Zwifter. This ride we are doing TDZ Stage 7. We're doing the standard ride, which is the castle to castle route in Makuri Islands. Bit of a rush to get to the start. That's why you saw me changing worlds and I jump in with about 13 seconds to go. I saw Caedmon Cycling warming up and I wondered if he was going to jump into this ride. I wasn't sure. So I'm looking for him as I'm riding along. I'm not going to go as fast as the start as I did in the last one, try and save some matches. So try not to go over 4 water kilo instead of 5 like last time. I have no idea where we're up to until we get up to here. Looking for those placings to pop up. Minimap says I'm a third down, halfway, who knows. Takes a while for the numbers to kick in. Oh, 120, that's not too bad. If I can finish at 120th out of 709, I'd be pretty happy with that. And last race was about, was it? 280 out of 800, so let's see if we can improve those percentages. Because I was so late jumping in, I didn't get around to changing my bike. So I'm running the Cervelo S5, which is good, and Zip 454 wheels. I probably would have preferred to change to the Zip 808s, given us slightly more aero, but 454s will be good because there is a com later in the ride. Huge string of riders. Nice flat start, good to keep the power levels steady. Trying to keep around the yellows, bump into the red now and then. Sit around that 3.1, 3.2 water kilogram. Bit of a gap opening in front of me, but I'm not going to close it down. Still in the draft at the moment. And I'm sure there will be someone come through faster than me. So my prediction was probably Caedmon Cycling was organised and he got a front row posse at the start of the race. So I'm guessing he's in front of me somewhere. See if he's having a good day, I probably won't see him. If he's having an average day, I might see him. And if he's looking for me, he'll drop back. Just riding within myself, trying to keep my power levels steady. As you can see, gaps keep opening up, but people keep coming past and filling it, so that's all good. I think we're in for a bit better ride than last time, where we started strong, faded in the middle and finished strong, but this one looks like we're able to hold around threshold, and let's hope we can do it for the whole ride. Long string of riders are starting to break up now into groups, little groups, and look at that, I found the group with Caedmon Cycling. I'm just going to keep going. Not sure what he's up to. That's all right. 3 kilometers down, only 20 to go. It's been a while since we had a race Caedmon, or a ride should I say, in this case. So glad you dropped in. Starting to hit the lumps and bumps of Makuri Island now. A few little gradients. Just going to peak the watts a little bit. Few faster riders coming through to break us up. Steep little gradient just here. Get our first power up for the race. And it's an arrow. Well, we've got a bit of a climb coming up, so probably a feather would have been lovely. Anyway, we'll find somewhere to use it. Just have to be a bit creative, I think. Bit of a steep gradient coming up here. Ideally, wind it up before you get there, just to carry your speed in. Keep the watts and the RPM up as we crest that steepest bit. But I probably shouldn't have done that, as it cooked me a little bit. Heart rate's getting up. A few riders starting to come past. Caedmon's on my wheel and he's slipping on by. It's actually good to have Caedmon Cycling in the race because we're very similar level, so good to have a similar yardstick and motivation as he goes past. Oh, I got to keep that wheel, got to keep that wheel. It's not as easy as it sounds. I really don't like these long, steady gradients. I just got to try and sit it out somewhere around threshold. Try and stick with the groups. It's going to see me through. I'm trying to scan for Caedmon up the road. Can't see him on the rider list, but I don't think he's too far. Seem to be passing as many people who are passing me though. The placings haven't changed a whole lot. So this is one point where I'm glad I've got the 454 with their 3-star climbing rating. The Caedmon's just up there on the blue bike, at 15 metres in front, I think. We're at the top of the climb. Time to close these gaps down. before anyone slips away. Alright, the chase is on. Uh-oh, there's a gap opening up. Can we close it? Oh no. Caedmon Cycling is getting away in that group. That guy's going too fast to catch on. There's a big group coming up though. Lay some watts down and make sure we're definitely in. No lazing around now. Got motivation. All right, we're on. Hit the arrow just before we hit the arch and get a new power up. Now we're going downhill, we get the feather. Oh gee. Anyway, it's a decent sized group to be with, so I've just got to hang on to the back. Heart rate's not easing up, so I'm hoping I can get a bit of a super tuck in to save, but it's all up and down and super tucks on and off, and got to be very careful not to drop off the back with that super tuck. So it gives my legs, what, 3 seconds break. And then I'm going to sprint to get back on. So yeah, is it worth it? Don't know. Didn't hurt. Heart rate actually went down a couple of beats a minute. And yes, lucky to get a group like this. Looks like they're closing in slowly on the group in front with Caedmon Cycling. I think he's still in there. Still not halfway. Alright, just about to make the catch. The stronger riders in my group are starting to pull off and to bridge across. So I'm a bit wary that our group might split and the stronger riders will get across and I'll be left behind. So I'm going to bridge across myself while there's still wheels to follow. Don't want to take any chances. So there we go, we've made it back. Woohoo! Alright, a new race high of 171 I think. Time to recover. Get that down. It'd be lovely if we could get it down to 160, but who knows. It's a lot faster riding at place 120 than it is riding at place 300, that's for sure. Looks like most of the group did make it across. So yeah, it's quite a large group at the moment. Couple of riders ahead that have been dropped by the front groups, but there's not so many as you find further back in one of these rides, so I think we're just going to be riding together. Heading back to Neokio. Down the dirt track, through the secret passage. A little gradient here, just be careful not to slip off the back. From the old tunnel into the new tunnel. In another race as you get to here, and it's 1 kilometre to go to the finish, but not this race. We've got 9 kilometres to ride around Neokio, work each other out. Nice tight bunch, riding well together. Only one group we might likely catch in front. We will see. But our main concern really is to beat each other, isn't it? I'm not sure if we get a power up here or not, so I'm just going to keep the feather. I know there's a few little gradients around the Neokio, so I'll just use it on one of those and help me waft over it. Starting to get a little more green time in the power band, so hopefully that means some recovery in the legs. I don't know if anyone knows their way around Neokio yet, but I have no idea. I'm not bad with directions, but generally I need the sun to tell me which way. So when I get on roads like this, I just feel like I'm going round and round and I just got to follow the road. Once I get around near the castle, I'll be a bit better, but at the moment, still lost. Looks like we might be slowly catching that group in front, although it's pretty slow. Our group stretches out a bit on that little downhill. Still 6.2 kilometres to go. Plenty of time for something to happen. Here's that gradient I was thinking of, hit the feather. Without going too hard, just sneak to the front. And that makes it much easier. I'm not struggling on the back, even though I drift to the back. It's much easier to hang on. Have a happy snap while Caedmon's name pops up. Bit of extra speed come on just here. I don't know if anyone's going to go for the sprint, but it's definitely sped up. Some of you know that I can tend to dangle at the back of groups a bit, but that's usually because I'm right on the limit. But at the moment it's not too bad hanging under 3 water kilograms, so we can do that. And we'll try and nest in the middle of these groups. That's the best place for drafting and safety that you can get. Alright, going through the castle, reverse way to the Neokio crit circuit. A few gradients on this path coming up that riders need to be aware of as well. You'll probably notice when all the feathers come out. Still hoping I'll get another power up for the finish. I think there's another arch in the garden. A bit more pressure through that section, but just managing to hold on. Castle Park sprint time. No one's really going for it. If you get a time, you get a time. And I got a new personal record. It's probably because I haven't done it for ages. Someone's using the arrow, it's telling me they're a bit tired. Or they're going to the front and want to push it. And what did I get? Nothing. It's one of my bugbears in Zwift that other people get a power up and you get XP, which does not help your ride at all. But we ride on, get a bit jiggy with it. 2.4 kilometers to go. Starting to anticipate what the finish might be. I still don't know where it is, what the finish line's going to look like. So again, we're just going to go off the meterage if no one else goes early that we want to follow. Hint, hint. Now I really am sitting at the back, resting the legs, resting the lungs, trying to get the heart rate down. It's being stubborn. Right on, Matt Higgins. You're in for a treat with this finish. Just closing in a bit now to make sure no one skips away. Come on, power up. Come on, power up. XP. Oh, there we go again. Goodness gracious. All right. 1 kilometer to go. You got to do it with our own legs. No power ups. Just raw watts. Got a nice sized group. Might be able to use that double draft to good effect and come through the group and pop out the front at the right time. Haven't got quite the same setup as the Deuce route though, where there was a whole string of riders to zip through. This is a very compact bunch and I don't want to drop off the back. Only 700 meters to go. It's all quiet. No one's really amping it up. Everyone's waiting for someone else to lead it out. Gentlemen, start your engines. Side by side with Caedmon Cycling. Hey, Michael's in the red, he's taken off. Caedmon Cycle's taken off, he's dropped the feather, so he's lighter with better acceleration. I've just got to hammer it, get in the draft. There's 3 coming to the finish, it's coming up quick. Caedmon Cycling's dropped some watts, he's back on. And it's a photo finish. I'm sure he got me, but we'll have to review the results. Might be half a wheel or something like that. Here we go. 0 meter point. Looks like we're through the finish. Caedmon Cycling is definitely in front, and we are identical watts. Hey Michael, right behind us. What a 3-way finish that was. Amazing. Great fun. Very exciting. Of course, we'll have to wait and see what Zwift Power says, because there's always a bit of latency and lag to deal with and to coordinate. And I'll leave it to Caedmon Cycling to share that result. So that was castle to castle. It wasn't directly castle to castle. We sort of start and finish in random positions, but along the way there are 2 castles, one in Neokio and one in Umezi. So most of the route's fairly flat, and as long as you stay in your groups, you'll be fine. It's just that Castle Common Umezi that you'll struggle with any separation. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed that, and hope to see you soon in another race. Catch you later.